If you're looking for great racing games on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, you've got plenty of options. From arcade racers packed with chaos to realistic simulators and some of the best kart racers ever made, this list covers 10 games that are absolutely worth your time. Let's get started. Cruis'n Blast is pure arcade racing in the best way possible. There's no complicated career mode or realistic handling here. Instead, it's all about flying through crazy tracks at ridiculous speeds while dodging traffic, launching over ramps, drifting around corners, and collecting nitro boosts to stay ahead. The game takes you across cities, mountains, deserts, frozen landscapes, and even through prehistoric environments where dinosaurs become part of the race. Every track is packed with shortcuts, jumps, and over-the-top moments that never really slow down. Unlocking new cars, including some completely unexpected vehicles, gives you another reason to keep playing. And local multiplayer is still one of its biggest strengths. The handling is simple enough for anyone to pick up, but learning the fastest racing lines and when to boost keeps experienced players engaged. Fast RMX is one of the best examples of how much power developers managed to squeeze out of the original Switch. Inspired by games like FZero and Wipeout, it focuses on extreme speed, anti-gravity tracks, and precision driving instead of items or random chaos. The biggest mechanic is the phase switching system, where you constantly change your vehicle's color between blue and orange to match boost pads scattered across every course. Miss the timing and you'll immediately lose valuable speed, so every race becomes a balance between learning the track and reacting quickly. The futuristic environments are impressive, with massive cities, snowy mountains, deserts, forests, and industrial zones all running smoothly, while vehicles fly across huge jumps and twisting roads. There isn't much of a story because it doesn't need one.
Only 2 laps to go!
Sonic Racing CrossWorlds takes the kart racing formula in a different direction by making every race unpredictable. The biggest addition is the travel ring system, where the leader chooses which world everyone jumps into after the opening lap, completely changing the course in the middle of the race. Instead of driving the same circuit 3 times, every race evolves as new shortcuts, hazards, layouts, and environments appear. Characters can use customizable gadgets that modify abilities and stats, allowing you to build setups focused on speed, boosting, defense, or aggressive item play. Vehicles are also fully customizable instead of being locked to individual characters, giving players far more freedom than previous Sonic racers. The game includes a huge roster, filled with Sonic characters, Sega icons, and crossover guests, while supporting online crossplay across platforms. FZero 99 proves that Nintendo's classic futuristic racer still has plenty of life left. Instead of traditional races with a handful of opponents, you're thrown into massive online battles featuring 99 players all fighting for survival. Winning isn't just about being fast. Every collision damages your machine, forcing you to carefully manage your energy while avoiding crashes and taking calculated risks. Knocking rivals out rewards you with extra power, creating constant decisions between playing safely or aggressively. The boost system remains just as satisfying as ever because every speed increase comes at the cost of your health, making every lap more intense as the field gets smaller. Classic tracks return with updated online competition, while Grand Prix events challenge players to survive several races in a row. The controls stay incredibly responsive, rewarding practice and precision over luck. Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled remains one of the deepest kart racers ever made. Underneath its colorful presentation is a surprisingly technical racing system built around power slides, chained boosts, sacred fire, and maintaining speed for entire laps if you know what you're doing. Beginners can enjoy the adventure mode, which follows Crash and friends as they compete against Nitro's oxide to save the planet, while experienced players can spend hundreds of hours mastering advanced techniques. The remake combines content from multiple Crash racing games, while updating the visuals without losing what made the original PlayStation version special. Tracks are packed with shortcuts, hazards, and hidden routes that reward experimentation, and the wide character roster gives fans plenty of favorites to choose from. Weapons create the usual kart racing chaos, but skilled driving often matters more than random items. Fast Fusion builds on everything Shinnen learned from Fast RMX, while taking advantage of the extra power available on Switch 2. The core anti-gravity racing remains incredibly fast, but the new Fusion mechanic allows players to combine vehicles and create machines with different strengths, adding another layer of strategy before races even begin. Returning phase-switching gameplay demands perfect timing, while the new physics make huge jumps and high-speed corners feel smoother than ever. Tracks feature spectacular environmental effects, dynamic weather, and larger-scale futuristic locations that constantly push your reflexes. Career progression steadily introduces tougher AI and faster speed classes without ever feeling unfair, encouraging players to master every system instead of relying on luck. The soundtrack perfectly matches the pace, creating that classic futuristic racing atmosphere fans expect. Team Sonic Racing. Every race places players into teams of 3, where sharing items, performing slingshot boosts, rescuing teammates, and working together becomes just as important as crossing the finish line first. This creates a very different rhythm compared to most kart racers, because helping a teammate can benefit the entire team's final score. Outside of multiplayer, the story follows Sonic and friends investigating Dr. Eggman's mysterious racing tournament, providing a light adventure that introduces the different teams without getting in the way of the gameplay. Each character belongs to speed, technique, or power classes with unique strengths, encouraging players to experiment with different combinations. Vehicle customization also lets you tweak handling, acceleration, and speed to better match your driving style. Mario Kart World successfully expands Nintendo's kart racing formula without losing what made the series so addictive. The biggest addition is a connected world, where races flow naturally between different regions instead of existing as isolated tracks, making the entire game feel larger and more alive. Grand Prix events blend traditional circuits with long, interconnected routes, while free roam encourages players to explore, complete challenges, discover collectibles, and simply enjoy driving outside competitive races. Character animations, environmental details, and dynamic weather all help make every location feel more vibrant. The classic mix of drifting, boosting, creative shortcuts, and chaotic item battles remains just as satisfying as ever, while new mechanics add more movement options without making the controls overly complicated. Grid Legends delivers one of the best realistic racing experiences available on Nintendo hardware. It features over 100 vehicles covering touring cars, GT machines, trucks, electric racers, open-wheel cars, and more, spread across real-world inspired circuits and city tracks. The story mode, Driven to Glory, mixes live-action scenes with racing events as you join Seneca Racing and work your way through an increasingly competitive championship. While the narrative isn't the main attraction, it gives context to the career without slowing the pacing. The driving model finds a nice middle ground between simulation and accessibility, making it approachable while still rewarding smooth braking, clean corner exits, and consistent lap times. Dynamic weather, different race types, mechanical damage, and AI drivers with distinct personalities make every event feel unpredictable. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still the racing game to beat on Nintendo Switch. It takes everything that made Mario Kart great and refines it into an experience that's easy to enjoy for newcomers, while offering plenty of depth for players chasing faster times. Anti-gravity sections create memorable track designs, drifting remains incredibly satisfying, and item balance keeps races exciting without making skill irrelevant. The Booster Course Pass nearly doubled the amount of content, bringing the total to 96 tracks inspired by the entire history of the series, making replay value almost endless. Battle mode finally returned in full. Online matchmaking remains one of the most active on the platform, and local multiplayer is still one of the best reasons to own a Switch. Whether you're playing casually with family or competing seriously for first place, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe consistently delivers. Those are my picks for the 10 best racing games on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. Whether you enjoy arcade racers, realistic driving, futuristic speed, or classic kart racing, there's something here for every type of player. Let me know your personal top 10, and thanks for watching.